Hello, hello. I am back to help you do this thing called life. So, we are talking about the humanity of Jesus, his temptations, his emotions, his needs, just examining Jesus from a variety of aspects, but to show the humanity of him. And so, yesterday we were talking about how there were people in his own hometown who just couldn't handle the fact that they knew him. They want to know, ain't this Joseph's boy? And I said that you've got to know your limitations. Know when it's a place that's not conducive to your assignment. And so later in that same chapter, Luke 4, I think it's the last 2 or 3 verses of Luke 4. Jesus actually went to a town where the miracles were popping off. Like God was getting great glory. And the people wanted him to stay there. They wanted him to continue on in the place where they were. But Jesus had to leave because he was sent to more than just that place. And y'all, that in and of itself is a challenge. It's one place, it's one thing to leave, because I talked yesterday about not just staying in a place where you're simply tolerated. But the thing is, you've got to even know when to go from the place where you're celebrated. Because there are just some times that God has another place for you to go. You've got to know when the season is over. You got to know when the thing has shifted. And we've got to know our assignment, when we're called, not just who we're called to, but when we're called. And Jesus was called to move on. And sometimes it's difficult. Even though it's challenging, it's easier to leave a place where they don't like you. But in a place where they love you and they're wanting what it is that you have, to know that you have to move on isn't always easy, but it's necessary. I look at my own life, and I kept saying for a long time, whenever Jesus give me the green light to get out of here, from teaching I was going. But it's not that it was horrible. I mean, I loved my babies. And that's the thing I was called to. That's what kept me going back. I loved my babies. But I had to know when God said it was time to shift. And that's made all the difference in my life. This year has been one of the best years of my life. And it's because I obeyed God to make a move. So I encourage you. I don't care how good it is where you are. When God says it's time to go, pull up and leave. Because wherever your assignment is where you want to be. This has been One More Minute with Marcy. I'll be back tomorrow with another moment of momentum-producing motivation. Until then, stay encouraged. And remember, you got to flutter before you can fly. But flying is in your future.